Welcome back, everybody. We have an interesting free agent showdown today. We've got some newcomers up here on the block, and some guys obviously trying to make a name for themselves. As it's going to be interesting to see all that's going to come from this. Um, as obviously, and with every day we get closer and closer to the season 3 draft, and everyone's fighting to prove that they belong on a roster, and so it's a tough battle. I mean, there are 64 roster spots to go around next season, so there is no time to sit back and say, "Oh, I don't really need to try very hard to get a roster spot or something like that," because there are such a limited amount of spots and there are so many people fighting for every spot. So it should definitely not be overlooked whatsoever, as obviously for some people you got to feel good with your rating, with your history. Some guys have definitely made impacts in these free agent showdowns that have shown that they they belong on a team and at least belong on some draft boards. And obviously for some others, I mean, we've got some new guys in here. Big Cookies and Big Dub Gaming making their first appearances. Lost in Scripts faced off last time and make their return against each other. And then Evil Bubbles and Light Fury, two faces we're very familiar with. So it's going to be interesting to see, as obviously too, with the Grand Champ spots, there is a high amount of competition. And so everyone has to fight really hard to prove, like, hey, I belong on a team. Uh, and so it's going to be interesting to see kind of what these guys can do here today, especially for the newcomers. And I mean, Scripps and Lost have been here before, but we haven't seen a whole lot of them. And so definitely some things to prove for them, as we're just waiting on our, actually Bubbles and Lightberry, the two GCs are the ones we're waiting on. But it's going to be interesting to see Zog and Cub welcome in. Also, shout out to our friend and partner Wilhelm, who is streaming over at BDG. He is one of our partners for next season. BDG will be an official name in Champions League. And so make sure to go check him out. He is currently streaming now. We are currently waiting for the rest of the guys to get in here, as they are joining slowly but surely. Everyone kind of trickling into the VCs, but obviously this is no easy battle. I mean, we've seen a lot of Light Fury and Bubbles, and everyone else kind of more unknowns. You gotta wonder, how does that spice things up? We're waiting on one. We did just get him in. But people are going to slowly trickle into the lobby, and so we'll wait on that. But obviously, if you haven't been paying attention around Champions League, playoffs heating up. Lone Star Velocity swept the 1 seed, and I mean, there was some definitely some questionable shooting from SG Esports. Kind of felt like they were their own downfall, but Our top three is set. Wilhelm, of course, we've got your back. And it's now Tier 1 versus Lone Star Velocity in that lower finals. Best of 5. Winner goes to the grand finals where they have to get a double best of 7 win. Like, they have to win in 2 best of 7s. Like, I don't think you guys understand how difficult that is. It's doable for either of those teams. They've played good all season long, but Most Hated have seemed to turn up the heat and kicked it into high gear through these playoffs. Haven't dropped a game in 2 matches yet. And so, obviously going to be interesting to see. We're still waiting on people to get into the lobby, but it'll be fun to see this tonight. And again, new legacies to be born here. And so, obviously, a lot to play for these players, as this is not, this should not be regarded as some throwaway game. As we look back at the teams, everyone is officially in. So we will actually get this right underway. But the guys to keep an eye on, Light Fairy and Bubbles, lost in PC Scripts faced off last week. PC Scripts getting the better of the exchange. And Cookies versus Big Dub Gaming, 2 brand new guys. And we will get this one underway as the players join up, and maybe a bit of a misfire. There we go. We're getting everyone in. PC Cammy, welcome in. Free Agent Showdown, or 4v4, not happening for a while. But as we get into this one, we have a great best of 7 on the cards. Bubbles making another FA Showdown appearance. And for those who have followed along, he hasn't had the best record in FA Showdowns, but he's looking to turn it around, and he has been bit by bit lately. But PC Scripts, one of the new guys here in Champions League, on the ball, and gonna try to test the backboard, but Light Fairy just gonna be there, as he is always such a reliable person on the ball, as he just doesn't really give away bad touches. And Bubbles taken to the sky will shut this down, and this is someone you definitely do not want to give space for. He has hit some highlight reel goals, like that sidewall double in the free agent showdowns before. So definitely a player you have to kind of not allowed to get into open space, or else you could be in a lot of trouble. Now, his mechanics sometimes take a little bit to heat up in the series, so maybe you feel a little bit better about early on into game 1, but a conglomeration is happening in front of the net, and guys are kind of tossing and turning, as like are going to be able to take out Bubbles as lost. He's going to try to shut this one down, and Big Up Gaming just has no boost. He's got to be careful as he picks up the corner, but he only throws it away to Big Cookies, who isn't able to rip a shot past Bubbles. This one bouncing mid, Light Fury, double tap, Bubbles won't have it. Not even gonna let him get a look. These two know what each other are capable of and how mechanical they truly are. So you gotta play safe against them. Sidewall double, Bubbles, back wall, PC Scripts can't get around it. And now Light Fury on the ball, looking to show off some of the mechanics. This one off the crossbar, but it's gonna be bouncing out as PC Scripts gonna be able to deny. Losty with the follow-up, only throwing it through the corner, and no one's going to be there for the side of Free Agent 2. Now, Big Dub Gaming just going to opt to leave it for Scripps while he grabs the corner, and Scripps will get a nice little boost steal, maybe a nice little goal, and he will. A little bit of a pickpocket as the defense was caught asleep. Big Cookies threw it a little too far, and they will be punished. Agent 1 have the early lead. Obviously got to feel good, And now you gotta wonder, what is the response here? As this one gonna bounce down, and Big Dub Gaming not gonna be able to get around it, and he called off PC Scripts for that. And now the offense, kinda everyone's missing, but Bubbles has a pass to the middle. Big Dub Gaming is there, and as the field is painted orange, Free Agent 1 will celebrate their second of the game. Cammy, welcome in. How are you doing today? I assume you are Cammy Neutron, the same one we know and love here at Champions League. As now looking back at the Champions League game, Free Agent 2 have a big question to answer. Can they generate offense? It looks like they can, but Lightfury not able to get the double after the interference from Bubbles. And this is the thing, is that we haven't really seen a lot of offense outside of the Lightfury show. And so we need to see a bit more out of his teammates, as this one dangerously bouncing in front of the net, but Big Dub Gaming couldn't really get it around, as Bubbles takes to the skies. One reset, got around it. Not going to get the pass, though. Light Fury to the skies, trying to beat Big Dub, but he's too big. Won't let anything by him. Ball bouncing back into the middle, but Scripps is there. I'm glad you're doing good, Cammy. And of course, I always love commentating. I feel sick, I won't lie, but the show must go on. As you can see some of the RLCS decals on the pitch. First day of the major, guys, how are we feeling? As an NA fan, I'm worried. But for these players, for the side of Free Agent 1, you're not worried at all. You haven't really given up much offense throughout this game, and you gotta feel good about it. But Light Fury on the ball. This is the man you need to turn it around, flip across, but Big Dub Gaming is there yet again to shut Light Fury down, and there is just no follow-up from his teammates. As Bubbles takes high to the sky, looking for the sidewall double, not going to be able to get it, but Big Dub Gaming is going to be able to clear it down, and with 38 seconds left, Free Agent 2 are running out of time. PC Scripts won't let anything by him, as this one bouncing high. Big Dub Gaming just able to take it over. I gotta start referring to him as BDG, but Big Dub Gaming is one of our official esports organization partners next season. We are so happy to have him here. That is the franchise owner in Wilhelm playing here today, doing a little bit of scouting, just a bit too close to the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta stand outside of the arena if you're scouting. But sometimes people like to sneak in, and they get to play, as this one will fall to the ground, and Wilhelm and Co. have a 1-game lead. You can see the numbers there. I mean, Big Dub Gaming, he came through a lot more for his team than just one save. He had some clutch ones, and for the side of Free Agent 2, they actually outshot Free Agent 1, 5-2. But the scoreboard says 2-0. And I think mainly what it comes down to is you need to get the team play going. Obviously, team play takes a little bit to come online. And so this is usually how Free Agent Showdowns go. First 1 or 2 games goes to the team that figures out the team chemistry first, and then the other team starts to come back. And so, gonna hope to see a bounce back in Game 2 for Free Agent 2 as we get ready for the next match. And for Lost, definitely doesn't want to start his Champions League career 0-2 against PC Scripts. Not how you'd want it to go. And currently, just BDG outplaying Big Cookies in the third man role. And it's looking good so far for Free Agent 1. But now, it's a clean slate as we get into Game 2. Bubbles, I'm going to try to corral this one. Has a little bit of space. Has it over Lost, but Big Cookie's going to come up with a massive stop to keep this one at a tie game early on. But it's going to be bounced up. Bubbles was looking for the ceiling and wasn't able to quite clip it. And the offense will die there until PC Script's able to step up, and he's got to dance around the demos. Look at him dancing around everyone, as everyone missed except for Light Fury. But now PC Scripts and BDG trying to combine for this one, but they're not going to be able to, and that will kill the offense. Light Fury going across the pitch, and BDG there to shut it down yet again, as Bubbles comes across and gets the save out, and Light Fury, his 50, gets it through, but there's no follow-up until now. But Big Cookies couldn't get around the defense as Losty steps up. Shut down. No. Shut down on the shutdown from Lost, and just barely not able to get it past the defense. But this one might get through, but Light Fury isn't phased through the smoke cloud. And now both teams kind of catching their breath a little bit. A different kind of pace of play compared to game one. Both teams getting offensive opportunities early on, as wow, that demo must have been so powerful it caused my PC to lag. But Bubbles gonna take this over and almost gets a dunk out of it somehow. But there goes BDG flying through the skies. He's playing a very save heavy role for his team, and I mean, it's working. Sometimes you don't need the flashiest of mechanics or to be the best player on the pitch. You just need to be the solid third man for your team. And that's a lesson to all lower ranked people in Champions League, is that you just need to be what your team needs and it will work. Now, Light Fury challenged by Bubbles. This one bouncing dangerously to the middle, and PC Scripts will have the first goal of game two with 2:37 left to go, as Lost was just lost on the pitch a little bit, wasn't aware of the impending doom, and he gets punished. Now, almost another punishment coming through from the Bubbles PC Scripts duo, as this one bouncing high. Light Fury gonna be able to shut it down and get a little double tap on it to get it through, but you can see Lost trying to run interference, but Bubbles won't be stopped, can't be stopped. He's still dribbling this, has a reset, but he's finally shut down by gravity, as this one bouncing across. Bubbles almost has it through, and Big Cookies has a nice little clear over, but BDG, as reliable as always in the back line, just covering for his team. This one barred down and out, as that could have been a nice little goal, but we stay at 1-0. Welcome in, Brightside. Love to see you here. By the way, Brightside, Season 3 signups are open. Make sure to get signed up, and you can start participating in free agent showdowns and off-season tournaments, as these guys are all signed up for Season 3, and Bubbles looking to prove why it belongs on a roster, but that double tap just going awry. Now, with a minute and 15 left to go, Free Agent 2 do not want to go down 0-2. We've only had a few teams come back from an 0-2 deficit, and we've only had 2 Game 7s in the history of the Free Agent Showdown, so you definitely do not want to be staring down the barrel of 0-2. But now, just a minute left, and for Free Agent 2, you gotta get going. But Lost has no boost. I actually didn't realize that the corner boost for the other side was taken. Light Fury has to make a save, but everyone went on the save, and PC Scripts couldn't get it through. Big Cookie's trying to turn on this. 35 left to go. This one bouncing dangerously towards the net, and PC Scripts almost had the double through, as BDG gonna put the pressure back on, and this one cleared out. Scripts, all he has to do is not get badly dunked, and he doesn't. This one bouncing in front of the net, but BDG gonna be able to clear it out. And final 15 for the side of Free Agent 2, and they gotta go. But the only place that's going is in your net, as Bubbles will clear it all the way down the pitch and secure a 2-game lead for Free Agent 1, barring a miracle. We'd have to see something special here. No kickoff strats, no shenanigans, just a shot, and Big Cookies couldn't get it in. Looking good for the side of Free Agent 1. Gotta feel good about how the matches have gone so far. And for Free Agent 2, I mean, Light Fury did more this game, but it just feels like Free Agent 2's offense is very disorganized. It kind of feels like when they're going in on offense, they don't really have a good follow-up plan, and they're not getting the kind of midfield setups that Free Agent 1 are getting, as you just saw one in the background there. And that's kind of been the difference between the two teams, is just the teamwork coming through from the side of Free Agent 1 has looked really good. And whenever someone was in a bad spot, they were there to cover for each other. As you can see just in the replays, Free Agent 2, just some miscommunications coming through. And I mean, it's not what you like to see. And as we go to the backdrop of the Eiffel Tower, I'm gonna hope that Free Agent 2 can turn this around. Light Fury, he's been in these situations before, but now he's got to turn this team around. Welcome in, I Milk. So the ranks that we allow in Champions League are Plat 1 to Grand Champ 3. So if you're between any of those ranks, you are more than welcome to sign up. The Discords are also very active, so even if you're below that rank range, there are people you can find to play with. We have multiple people who are gold hovering around, and everyone's always just hanging out and happy to teach each other, as Bubbles teaching Cookies that the net ain't open today, as Light Fury trying to keep the ball in, but a pass out to Scripps, a good breakout pass, but Big Cookies able to shut it down. And BDG trying to take to the skies, but Big Cookies all over it, but he's not big enough, as Lost couldn't get around it. There are plans to expand to SSL, but that is in like 6 months, unfortunately. We just don't have the admin power, the rank system, or the player count to field an SSL division. Hey, Kawaii, welcome in, as welcome in Light Fury and Free Agent 2 to the scoring category of this series, as it took a snipe, but they have a lead and they have a goal. Free Agent 2, finally with the lead. Can they hold it? Sounds good, Brightside. We appreciate that. No, Kawaii, stay. We'll kick him out for you. Speaking of kickouts, this one kicks out right out to Big Cookies, and he's gonna cash in on his sugary treat. PC Scripts caught on skates, and a nice little shot will put them up 2-0. And this is the bounce back we needed to see from the side of Free Agent 2, as it was looking dull so far. But now PC Scripts on the ball, trying to change the narrative. Gets one through, but it's only over to the sidewall, where BDG able to pinch it back out as Bubbles takes to the skies, looking to go all the way through them. Not able to. Big Cookies, you're going to have to chow down a lot harder if you're going to break through him, as this one just kind of bouncing around now in the corner. A little bit of a break from the goal action, but oh my god, thank you to my Wi-Fi. But no action break for either of these two defenses, as they are working overtime in this series, as PC Scripts a bit of a miscalculation. Bubbles gonna have a free little grab though, as BDG gonna make sure that Big Cookies can't step anywhere closer to the ball. And this one just kind of thrown high and across. A nice little catch from PC Scripts should mean he has the ball, but no, a little bit of a slip up there, and this one bouncing in front of the net. And they try to combine for the pinch for the side of Free Agent 1, but it's only just going to go into the corner, where it's going to be a lost ball, as Bubbles takes to the sky. This is where this man's dangerous, but of course, it's Light Fury to shut him down. The GC2 and the GC3 going blow for blow in this one, as Bubbles bounces it high, fakes it out for BDG. Shot on target, and he's got it. They're within one now. A nice little fake from Bubbles, and that is some good communication between the teammates. PC Scripts will take the kickoff against Cookies. It's gonna be shut down. Bubbles gets it to the middle, but it's Light Fury there first. And Big Cookie's gonna be demoed for his efforts on the ball, but that's a whiff, and that's a goal for Losty. Thank you so much to the 16 viewers for being here. We love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Welcome to Champions League. Again, if you guys are interested in joining, we allow Plat 1 to Grand Champ 3. Make sure to join the Discord. There is the sign up info channel. You fill out the first form in there that says player form. Please don't fill out the captain form if you just want to be a player. And that is how you can get involved. Once you get rated, you can participate in weekly free agent showdowns, off-season tournaments, and get pings for tryouts. As these players are all signed up for Season 3. I'm really excited to have them in, but they got to prove to captains why they deserve to be drafted. As Bubbles going through the sky, not going to have the boost, but he will have enough for a dunk. As Losty going to be able to clear it out from the back wall, and a double commit from free agent 1. Light Fury sends it long, and Bubbles is there. Now, free agent 1, they finally are starting to crumble a bit in terms of the offense. The defense was tested before, but not as much as they have been in this game. And this one going to be left by Bubbles, but Big Cookie's going to be there for the coverage. Bubbles has to clear it out, but it's only to Light Fury, who has been all over this pitch. As this one flying through the skies, Bubbles sends it down, but Light Fury going to be there. Now a minute left to go in this game. This one bouncing high. Big Dub Gaming can get around it, but there's no follow-up from his team. And it's definitely just looked a bit more disorganized. And PC Scripts put it wide. A little bit of wind coming in, but Bubbles has some wind in his sails, and he'll bring it back to within 1. I think Lost just wasn't ready for how tight this double was. Now, as they get back into the kickoff, 30 seconds left to go. Free agent 1. They're within 1, but they gotta go. They have the ball in the right half of the pitch, but can they get a full possession of it? As Bubbles gonna try to get it around Losty, and he will. Bubbles shot blocked away. Big Dub Gaming has to make a touch, not able to. PC Scripts gets the follow-up. Teammates tying each other up on both sides. Sent middle shot. Good! Bubbles! 3-3. Free agent 1 have found life in the clutch. Someone must have stuck an adrenaline needle through them, because they feel good. Job's not over yet. Looking to go up 3-0. This one bouncing across. Bubbles, final opportunity. Ceiling, reset, pass, God! Wilhelm on the BDG title will come through for his team at 0 seconds and take this game away. Free agent 2 thought they had it in the bag, and free agent 1 steal it at the last moments. What a performance from Bubbles and his team. Oh my, that has to be dejecting if you were the side of free agent 2. You had it. Everything was lined up in your favor. But unfortunately, They weren't able to hold on. And now they're staring down the gun barrel of a reverse sweep. It has never been done before, except in a best of 5. And there's only been 2 free agent showdowns out of over 20 that have gone to game 7. Free agents who have their work cut out for them. And that's how you get it started. Not sure what happened there. VDG just a little bit of a slight misplay, and it's 1-0 for free agent 2. As this one gonna be sent across, Bubbles will catch it. That's not who you want to see on the ball. Bubbles looking for a pass out to Scripps, but it's not going to come through. Light Fury gets a good redirect downfield. Cookies cannot follow up, and this one passing outlet to outlet as Light Fury has to make a touch, and he does. And Bubbles will throw it high, as in this one gonna be shut down by Big Cookies. He's really come into this series. The first few games he was a bit quiet, but he's definitely started to make his mark. And now the thing is, though, it hasn't been enough. Awkward ball. BDG on the back wall coming off, but somehow a perfect passing play through, and Light Fury trying to shut down Bubbles, shuts him down for now. PC Scripts off the post, and BDG wisely not going to commit for that ball, as he will pick up the corner boost, but lost. He picks up the demo, and PC Scripts missed, but Bubbles was there to cover. Now Losty shooting the ball, but it was off target. Light Fury took out the defender, but still free agent 2 are starting to press the attack. Now they got to play some defense, and we all saw what happened in that game 3. Cannot let another game 3 story happen again. PC Scripts pass across. Bubbles gonna be able to catch it on the drop down, but Light Fury easy handle of this ball here, even though he had no boost. Sorry guys, I am like really feeling sick. But the show must go on. That's what Bubbles says as he looks for the double tap, but Big Cookie's gonna be able to shut him down. And now a bit of an awkward ball in front of the net. And Big Cookie's just going to try to rip it. Understanding the defense was out of position, but BDG able to get around it. And just a reminder, go check out twitch.tv/BigDubGaming. And BDG Big Dub Gaming. And they are currently live. Wilhelm is streaming his point of view over there, so definitely go feel free to check it out. You can catch maybe the winner's comms if they are able to close out this series. But right now they're down 1-0 in this game 4. If they want to end it in a sweep, it's got to be here. It's got to be now. And this one passed down off the corner and out. Free agent 2 have tried so hard to double their lead. PC Scripts leading the man on, and he got him. Pulled him in like a fish on a hook. And now the game is tied yet again. Tie game. 1 minute left. Free agent 2. You got to start sweating now. Your buffer's gone. Lost, trying to get through the air, but he flips the wrong way away from it. Light Fairy has to make a catch, and he doesn't really. It is safe in the corner for now, but he's going to be bumped off of it. Where's the follow-up? Big Dub Gaming got a good 50, but Bubbles cannot do anything here. Now, Big Cookie's going to try to rip this one on target, but it's just kind of hit away. And PC Scripts taking it over in the corner. Look out. Here goes the passing play. Big Cookies couldn't get a hand on it. And Bubbles and Scripts take over yet again. And it's inevitable that Scripts has the 4-0 sweep on the cards. "13 seconds left. Free agent 2, you gotta go." Big Cookies has the ball in front of the net, but he's just gonna put it high, and it's just away from his team as there's a conglomeration in the corner. Light Fury trying to get it to the middle. Ball down, done. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of it. Free Agent 1, take it in a sweep. A great start to the career for Losty, for PC Scripts. I had them flip the entire time. I just realized. Free Agent 2 were the winners. I put the wrong numbers up. I just realized. Guys, I hope we not pointed this out. Nah, I'm kidding. But guys, we're going to go right over to BDG. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We're going to skip interviews tonight because I am feeling sick. So thank you so much, everyone, for stopping in. Make sure to go support BDG and say congratulations to him on the win. Make sure to take care. And obviously, everyone, thank you so much. Make sure to join the Discord as well if you're not already in it. Keep an eye out. And the lower finals will be happening later this week, as it's likely going to be on Sunday. And yeah, take care, everyone. Have a great night.